Good evening, everybody. Thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it. I speak English, and Matthew Mano will translate me. Usually, what we are teaching is kind of meditation, which is called Vipassana. Let me start to explain you something from beginning, so you will get also background. You already understand that the basic things is Achtsamkeit or mindfulness. So let me explain you what is the connection between mindfulness and Buddhist monk and nun. I try to build it on the way that I will give you the background of it, the important and how it's helping on if we talk about sickness and pain. So if I will start the story of the Buddhism, let's say, or the idea start 2,500 years ago in India. Actually, it's talking about the prince. Prince was living 29 years. He was living in the palace, everything wonderful. You have good life, you have good food, good friends, everything, enjoyment. That's what he sees till 29 years. The first time after when he came to be 29 years, this is the first time he started to go outside the palace. And then he started to see that the life is not fun like he thought all the time, that he was thinking all the time. He saw people getting old, people sick, people suffering, people dying. He started to ask himself, he said, I live king like a king, everything I have, but this is not really giving me something to overcome the suffering. And then he decided to leave the palace and to go to look for a teacher which teach him how to overcome the suffering. He was traveling 6 years between different teachers, but nobody can teach him. He couldn't find anything. That time already he was 35 years. He decided to leave everybody and to try by himself, to look for something by himself. So one evening he was sitting under the tree and making different exercise, different kind of technique on himself. And in the next morning he find out what he looked. What he find out, actually it's very, very simple. The importance of being Achtsamkeit, to live in the present moment. He noticed that if he pay attention, if people, they will pay attention, they will be mindful about the way that they are thinking, the way that they are speaking, the way that they are acting. They think better, speak better, they act better, they will be better people for themselves and for others. For example, if people driving, they pay attention, they be concentrated, they be mindful about the driving, the possible that they make accident is less. If someone want to cut the vegetable, they be mindful how they move the knife, they don't cut the finger. If someone want to go down from the stairs, he pay attention how he move, how he put the legs, you don't lose the balance and fall down. If we pay attention how we are sitting, many people, they will suffer with the back less problem. For example, in the school, the students, they are sitting many hours, but they don't pay attention how they are sitting. And then after many years, already problem in the back. And like this, what happened that he look at himself, he start to see, he feel the pain, he look at the pain. He see, the pain make me fear, he look at the fear. And slowly start to understand himself better and better. What at the end of the morning, what we call get enlightenment. He understand himself and understand the life in the better way. Actually, his name was Siddhartha Gautama, and he was living in India 2,500 years ago. So the language that he speaks, it's ancient Indian language, what we call Pali. The word or the term, the language that we want to talk, we are using many times in the language that he speaks, in Pali language. So when they wanted to say the one that understands himself, that understands the life, they see the things clear, they call it, they didn't use the word of, let's say, professor or doctor, they use it, the Bud. In the language, or in Pali language, to understand, we say Bud. So that's why they give him the title Buddha. His name was, like I said, Siddhartha Gautama. The technique that he found out, they call it Vipassana. The meaning of the word Vipassana is actually two words that we make them together. It's Vi and Passana. The meaning of the word V is through, into, objectively, intuitively, direct. And the meaning of the word Passana is to see. When we combine together Vi and Passana, we get to see clear, to see true, to see the things as they are. We call it insight meditation. It means to understand by your own experience, by mindfulness. And the basic things for the Vipassana, like I said, is just mindfulness. Just to pay attention what you are doing. Still, it's very simple. If I ask, for example, I ask you, what you are doing now? Running, jumping, flying, what you are doing?
I'm listening.
Yeah, and what is the position of your body?
It's relaxed.
Yeah, but what you are doing? You are playing football or you are jumping? What do you do now?
I'm sitting.
This is Vipassana. Very simple. Just to know what we are doing. Actually, everybody has mindfulness. Everybody, like even I ask the boy, what you are doing is playing football. He say, I'm just playing football. What you want from me? It's so simple that you didn't know what I'm asking. But if I ask you, sometimes it's happened to you during the day that you put the ND and you don't know where you put it. You put the key somewhere and you don't know where you put the key. Or you cannot remember if you closed the door or you didn't close the door. Happened to any one of you? Maybe I ask, it didn't happen to any one of you. Why? Because you are doing these actions, your mind is already different. How many times you're eating and you're doing another thing? Driving and doing other things. You see how much is important. Today the policeman will catch you and take from you tax if you talk by telephone when you are driving. I want you to be mindful. You think what is happened when the children sitting in a class and they are looking at the teachers or looking in the windows and the mind in different place. How much they are actually not learning. Just to show you example, when I'm talking about the example of sitting, I don't know if you noticed, few of you change the position. You see, because when I talk about this, immediately the mindfulness comes. How many actions we are doing during the day without mindfulness, and then we are doing wrongly. We are hurting ourselves, and then how much negative things we create on us, wrong things on our body and our mind. If we talk like this, because you are wanting, the interest to listen is about medicine, about sickness. So I want to tell you a little bit what the Buddha think about sickness and medicine. He said the body is affected or influenced by 4 elements. One element is the temperature. For example, yesterday so hot, how it influences on us. So we get dry, we have to drink more. The temperature of the body is going too high, so the body is collapsed. Also, if it's going too low, it's also not function. So our body depends on the temperature. Second element is the vitamins. Is the food. It's very important what we are eating, what we put inside, the input. Some kind of vitamin not balanced in the body, we have to give medicine. We have to go. You are either going to the doctor or you are the doctor. So you have to balance by the vitamin and by the chemical, okay, or the food. Let's say this also because sometimes people when they come, they see how the meditation is changing the body and how the meditation effect on the body and the mind. So sometimes they don't want to go to the doctor. They say, no, I don't want to take any more medicine, or something like they don't consider the food and the medicine as a part that's important, and say, no, you have to go to advice. Another thing is our mind. If we are angry a long time, it affects on us. Worry long time, affects on us. Wanting, cannot get it all the time, affects on us. This is what we call the cause that come from our mind. Many people, they have some kind of pain which is not connected to the body. It's what we call the cause from something maybe they make in the past, or maybe that they make to someone else, because the mind is very sensitive. Or maybe they get used to habit. For example, many problem in the spine, back pain, people have sometimes because of nerve, because of anger, worry, and then they go to the doctor. Sometimes they make operation and then you cannot fix it anymore. This is all what we call the cause that come from the mind. And in Pali language, the word of cause or action, it means karma. And to overcome this kind of problem of sickness, of karma, of mind effect, it's only by meditation. Sometimes people, they sit meditation, for example, they have pain in certain place. They say, what to do? I ask them, how many minutes after you start the meditation start the pain? They say, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I say, why now you talk with me, you don't have the pain? Why after 15 minutes you have pain? I tell them, this pain show you the anger. It's not because you have problem with the leg. If I tell them, stretch the legs and then bend it again, the pain will come another place. So if you want to stop the pain, to overcome the pain, you have to overcome your anger or worry or jealousy or envy or whatever. You can see these kind of things, for example, how the mind remember. Certain time of the day, you probably drink coffee or tea. It's very strong for people that smoking. In the same time, they start to feel the taste of the coffee or the tea. In 8 o'clock in the morning, they have taste of coffee in the mouth. This is habit, because we used to do it long time, so the mind already remembers. Sometimes we hurt other people, or people hurt us, and then the mind remembers it. Oh, every time I see someone in this place, I have pain here. Maybe in this case, the mind remembers the situation, the not nice situation that he experienced in some time. So the Buddha said that for this kind of problems or difficulties or suffering, this is only by meditation can cure it. Every time you see the anger, for example, you look at the anger, you be mindful of the anger, it slowly, it's like a big tree. Boom, you cut it one leaf. Boom, you cut one leaf. To cut it in one time, it's not possible. See, if you do something, you have to do something and fear coming on you. If you acknowledge, for example, you know, fear is coming on me. After this, I will show you the technique, how to do it, okay? You acknowledge fear, then something like, boom, you cut one leaf, boom, you cut one. Slowly, you can cut the fear from inside. Because the Buddha said, why we are suffering? We are not suffering because of outside. We are suffering because of inside. We have anger, worry, doubt, lazy, craving, all these things inside us. So it's influence on our life. Every time that we pay attention to it, we look at it, we be mindful about this, slowly we're cutting them from our mind. So this is actually the third kind of things that influence on our body. And why? Because we are building from body, and also we have our soul or our mind. And this body and mind affected each other. And if we are learning how to relax the mind, how to clean the mind, how to make the mind more quiet, so it affects also on our body. I tell you a small example for myself. I started meditation 21 years ago. Originally I'm coming from Israel. I served 4 years in the Air Force. Israel, everybody has to serve in the army or in the Air Force. And during the time of my service, I became disabled. What happened is that the chondrum, the stuff between the bone, cut. And luckily, when I go to travel in the Far East and I meet the meditation, by 21 days of meditation, I clean the legs, I fix the legs. Before this, the doctor say I need operation. But after I finish the 21 days, I fix the legs. Before this, even like this, to go up on the stairs, I cannot use my legs. After finish, I can again can ride a bicycle. So just example how the meditation fixing the old sickness of the body. Two systems very strong of cleaning, blood system and digesting system. We have, if we talk about mindfulness, like I said, everybody has mindfulness. Ask you immediately, you know what you are doing. Like you see, when I told you, sometimes happen that you are doing something but your mind is not concentrating, you are not mindful. Because why? We have mindfulness but it's not developed. What we are doing in the meditation, we are coming to develop the mindfulness. We are coming to train the mindfulness. We are going to do very simple exercise. And by this simple exercise, we are coming to train and to teach ourselves to be here and now. And every time the mind jumping, we are catching them, we bring them back. We have mainly two actions, walking and sitting. You like to sit? You like to practice together? We can make short practice together also. You see, we say between the body and the mind there is relationship, there is cause and effect. The influence on each other. We have to take care for both of them. Sometimes we have difficulties, but actually if we fix these difficulties, if we didn't fix the real reason We didn't fix the difficulty. Sometimes the real reason is very deep inside. But luckily we can fix this one also. Do you have any questions? Please, whatever, if you have any things you wish to ask.
What about the feeling of being heard? Can it also come from a former life?
I tell you something. The one thing that the Buddha found out is actually Newton found out the same thing. But Newton talked more about the physical element, the cause and effect. For example, it cannot be that I make this and you don't hear the voice. Also cannot be that the voice will come without no reason. Something has to make the voice coming. If I beat the wall, immediately I have pain. But the pain will not come without any reason. You say everything, there is a cause and there is the effect. The cause or actions, let's say, actions that make reactions. In Pali there is a name for this. You know how we call it in Pali? I think everybody knows, but you don't know, we don't understand the meaning of this word. How to say actions in Pali? Anyone know? Anyone have idea? Take action. Karma. This is the meaning of word karma. Sometimes people, they hear the word karma, they think this is luck or magic or I don't know, whatever spiritual thing. Also the people use it in the wrong way. They see someone fell down, walking and fell down. They say, oh, what bad karma he has. This is that he fell down, it's not bad karma. The karma is that he didn't pay attention how he's walking. The falling is the result. This is, we say, Deepak. Usually people don't use this word, but Deepak is what we see usually. The pain in the hand is Deepak. I beat, this is the karma. The Buddha says, we do some certain kind of things, the effect is that we're happy. I see the beggars on the street, I give them some food or something, wow, I'm so happy, for sure you're also happy. My friend has a problem with the car, I help him, I'm happy, successfully, you're also happy, he can drive. But some actions, when I do them, they make me not so happy. For example, mosquito, you see how much anger I have inside, how much suffering I have inside. For sure, mosquito also suffering. I'm shouting on someone, how much suffering it's created on me. For sure, the other person also not happy. I am. You see, this is a cause and effect which cause me unhappiness. But when I talk to someone nicely, he also talk to me nicely. Oh, I'm happy, he's happy. But everything is happened as a cause and effect. If something happened to me, it means that maybe I make some cause before that create this unhappiness to come to me. We talk about actions which bring me happy. That's why I say they are good for me. That's why I say good karma or good actions. And some actions make me unhappy, not good for me. So I say bad actions or bad karma. Usually the Buddha says what will really make you unhappy if you do them. Killing of any creatures, taking what is not given, what we say stealing, wrong sex, if you are going with someone marriage or something like this, or many boyfriends, many girlfriends, or using people, wrong speech, telling lies, gossiping, and taking drugs or getting drunk, okay? So this is 5 things which make you, there are actions which mostly will bring you unhappiness or bad karma for you in the future. So we talk about good actions and bad actions. But immediately I hear the voice. It means between the karma and the vipak, the cause and effect, immediately we can see this. Yes. It's immediate karma. I take the seeds of the apple tree. I put maybe after 3 years. Oh, I have apple, I can eat. It's also cause and effect, but it takes some time. I learned English when I was a child. Now I'm already 45 years. 45 years, let's say, okay, I was 6 then, okay? So then how many years passed and now I can talk with you English? When I was in the kindergarten, for example, my friend had the birthday. I gave him very beautiful present. Maybe I come to be 60, 70 years. I have to do something, I need something. He helped me back. Whoa, 70 years already passed. It's happening to me in my life. It's probably because I make it in the past. But I cannot remember everything. What is the real things that actually I make? That this has happened to me now. But it can be very far. I want to ask you something. What you eat this morning? What you make yesterday afternoon?
I was sweating.
What you make 1 week ago in the noontime. I ask you something. What you are doing now? Thinking. You are concentrating a little bit, so you can find the answer. You see there is connection between the memory and the concentration. What is the job of the monk? Practicing meditation, developing the concentration and mindfulness. Sometimes he practice and then he starts to remember what he ate like yesterday. Then he remember what he had done 1 week ago. And then he remember how we meet the other friend in another temple 1 month ago. And then he can remember how when he was a child, 3 years old, how he played with the other friend in the kindergarten. Sometimes the concentration develops so much that he can remember why he come to the stomach of the mother. He can come to the mother and say, you remember when we go to this and this shop and we buy this and this? Actually he was in the stomach.
Und dann kann sich dran erinnern.
Sometimes he can remember how he was maybe Indian in America and someone shoot him there, or when he died. Maybe how he built the pyramids in Egypt. Why? Because it's nature things. When the concentration develops, we can remember. Rebirthing, I think you know what is rebirthing? This is using their memorizing to cure sickness from past. So sometimes the cause is in the past life. It means karma from past life. This subject is very difficult to talk about this. You are very nice. I can talk with you about this open very nicely. But this is a very difficult subject because people don't believe. Because I myself, I don't think that people have to believe things. If they know, they know. This is all the basic of the Vipassana. Whatever you know, you know. But usually people cannot remember before they reborn what happened. Sometimes we can remember without making any actions of meditation or something. But mostly people, they don't remember. That's why mostly people, they don't believe. I can understand it. Don't try to convince, but because you open mind like this and you ask me, so I'm answering. When we practice Achtsamkeit meditation, whatever necessary for us to discover, to clean up, it comes by itself. We don't have to look for what it was the problem that make me this and this. We are not getting into this. No need to dig too much, no need. Whatever, no, it's not disturbing us, it's past already. We don't go up to the past. But this past, we cannot bring it anymore. Also the future, it's just the thinking. So that's why all the time we try to bring ourselves present moment. What exists now? Say, to be mindful, we can use 4 elements to be mindful about them. The most clear, most simple, most gross is our body. For example, now we are sitting. We can just know, I'm sitting now. Later we walk, we can know, now I'm walking, right, left. I know that I'm walking, so I'm walking the correct way for myself. If I wait for the bus, I know I'm standing. And then you go to sleep, you know, you lay down. If you practice mindfulness on sleeping, you will sleep much better. You know, I'm laying down, Eben Zenken, you sleep much better. I know a few people, they stop taking sleeping pills when they practice sleeping meditation. Just now, me and Mechimano, we have one student. She come actually from Holland. She have problem of sleeping. She sleep very good in the meditation. After many days, she have to leave the work because of sickness. I don't know how she called it. Burnout. She was supposed to wake up 4 o'clock. She didn't wake up. Number 1, very good. And then, so we say 4 position of body: walking, sitting, standing, and laying down. Also, we have small position. For example, if I careless, I know boom, and then the glass fell down, break on the floor. But if I know moving, touching, rising, drinking, lowering, putting, I know what I'm doing. Careful every time. Moving, putting. If I do careless, boom, maybe already inside the ventilator. We have also small position of body, and then we have feeling. I'm sitting. I'm happy to sit with you. I can know sitting, happy. Maybe I have pain somewhere. Pain. Disliking. Sometimes we just neutral. We have to know, now I'm neutral. We have 3 kinds of feeling: liking, disliking, and neutral. So we have body, feeling, and then we have mind. Anger, thinking, judging, analyzing, criticizing. And then we have mind objects: anger, worry, doubt, lazy, craving. Like I said, every time you acknowledge it, you slowly cut them. Like a tree in the mind. slowly you cut another leaf. In this way you are learning to overcome. For sure we have the 6 sense doors: hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, feeling and thinking. So we have 4 foundations of mindfulness: body, feeling, mind object. Please repeat together with us. Everybody.
Körper,
Gefühle, Geist object,
Geistobjekte,
Körper, Gefühle, Geist object, Körper, Gefühle, Geist object. And now you yourself. One more time. Last time. Number 1. Very good. Other questions?
So, but mostly, very often, the things are not so simple. Like, okay, if I take the example with the mosquito, maybe if I don't kill it, but just chase it away, he will be happy and me will be happy. But mostly, the situations are more complex for us. We are maybe doing something and there is something good in it, but also something decreasing or something bad. So, how to deal with the more complex situations in our life, which are not so simple?
Wonderful question. I ask you something. Who knows you better than you? Suppose you have problems with, I don't know, someone close to you. Who knows the relationship between you and the other person better than you? Who knows the time that is comfortable for you? What time you come back from work? What time you go to sleep? What time you need to call them or whatever? Better than you. Actually, you know everything. The best. Nobody can know better than you. That's what we are doing. We are all the time going to ask advice from people. Actually, if we talk like this, they are guiding us wrong, because they talk about their point of view. They never talk what is good for me. So the question is, if I know everything, how come that I don't know to solve the problem? Because we are not looking at the situations like it is. We have dust in the eyes. Actually, in the life there is no problems. In the life there is only situation. But we are looking at the things with a glass of anger, worry, doubt, lazy, craving, with a lot of rubbish. For example, I'm just sitting now. If I'm looking at this sitting with, when it's going to finish, I feel a pain. This sitting is very trouble for me. And suppose you come and you ask me, I am very wise monk, okay? I can give you great answer. And then you come to this situation, and someone will telephone for me and open the door. Moment, I go to ask the monk, because the situation is different now. The life happened in the present moment. If you train yourself to be present moment, in the moment that the anger will come, you see this, boom, the worry will come, boom, like a disher. And then slowly the eyes will be open. You see that you will know exactly what to say, how to speak.
Then
how to do. Then you choose the best, I don't want to say even solution, the best idea how to move, how to do the things that you hurt yourself and you hurt other people in the less, or you make good to yourself and to other people or other creatures. Then you build confidence, you build energy, mindfulness, concentration and wisdom, and you can see how sometimes things that we think very difficult can be so simple. Usually we are fighting with ourselves since we are waking up till we go to sleep, sometimes even in the sleeping. Actually it's not necessary. If you train yourself present moment and see how the things boom. Sometimes in the clinic, how many things you have to do? This. But if you present moment, you do this best, you can jump, many things. But when you do this, you do it in a great way, and then you don't have to repeat. Even in the kitchen, even at home, the woman working at home, how much you have to do? But if you do present moment, you don't have to repeat again and break the glass and then fall down and Answer to your question? Please?
When I'm practicing formal meditation and I want to solve a problem, or the problem is coming up, what do I do? Do I look at the problem, or do I concentrate on the breathing and put the problem away? How do I solve the problem in the meditation?
What do you mean formal? When I practice formal meditation?
Sitting meditation. Or
when you practice the way that I show you, yeah. You see, I use the word of thinking. When you say I have the problem, you experience now the problem because you remember that this and this was occasion like this. Yeah? This is, for example, when you have something very serious, something, I don't know, going to the court, I have to pay tax, and I don't know, things which is very, very important for my life. It's not game. I'm coming to sleep meditation, I'm not going to escape from the life. Opposite, I'm coming to deal with the life. We are coming to practice meditation not to close ourselves in the cave and everything is wonderful. We're coming to get a tool to overcome difficulties in the life. So you ask good questions. I'm sitting and this kind of important things coming in my mind. What to do? I give you advice. Opposite from what usually we are doing. Acknowledge it and put it on the side. And come back to the stomach, to the present moment. But I tell you something, because it's so much important it will come back again to you. So I tell you the same. Acknowledge it, put it in the side, come back to the stomach. Don't ignore it, don't push it on the side. Thinking coming on me. If you see worry coming, acknowledge worry. If you come, I want to solve the problem, acknowledge wanting. If you have doubt, I'm doing it correctly, not doing it correctly, doubting, and then come back to the stomach. What is intuitive? What we are doing? Like this, and then what? Plunter already. This is what we think that we should do. But actually, we lock ourselves more. We're holding, we cannot let go. You know, the invention, people, they invite the things, they develop things in the moment that they go to sleep, in the moment that they take a shower, in the moment that they was not thinking about the idea, and then the idea comes in the mind. See that when you stop holding this, then the idea will come by itself, the solution will come by itself. Very simple. When you go with the thinking, it's like you cover them. When you acknowledge it, and come back, acknowledge and come back. Something like you take out the anger, worry, doubt, and then the solution come by itself. Because it exists anyway inside. It's very simple. People ask me, you plan, you are going to talk about any subject and anything, did you plan? I say, what should I plan? Whatever I know anyway I know. What I don't know anyway I don't know. Just be present moment. It's come by itself. Push it away. Just know, thinking coming and come back. This is like a visha. Beep, 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 beep. And then you see the wisdom will come back. Answer?
So if I'm practicing the mindfulness, do I understand right that if I'm coming to be the present moment and then to try to do in the present moment the most or the best way I can, so in this way, actually, there are no more problems in the present moment?
There is no problem. You just see situation. It's not mean that you don't have traffic jam, but it will not make you anger, because the anger will not make the traffic jump and running faster. It will not change the temperature, but you take the temperature more easy. Maybe even someone will continue to speak bad to you, but you take it in the neutral. You don't get anger or worry because what he says. You don't feel bad.
So my emotions will be more controlled?
Exactly. You will be more neutral. Not happy suffering, It's not mean apathic. It's not mean zombie. I don't know. People use this word.
Zombie?
Zombie, I don't know exactly what it means, but it's something that it's someone that don't care anything. You know, I stay near my father in the moment that he died. I was neutral totally. In this moment I was strong for Papa and for Mama. My father died. I say, Mama, we have to call to the doctor. I cannot say Papa died. The doctor has to confirm it, to sign. I was there like a child for them, but I was also like a social worker. This is because I was practicing enough meditation to be able to do it, not to say to do it. This is not help, not to Papa and not to Mama. Also, you think the doctor in the hospital, how many people you have to take care? This is normal. Some people can be successful very much. Some people, they will die. But everyone I can save his life, yippee, and the one die, ooh, I cannot take care of it. I have to give treat to all of them the same way, in the neutral. I make my job. I can do only what I can do. I cannot do more than this. But I finish the work. I have family. I have children. I have wife. I have to take care about them like my family. Tomorrow morning I go to work again. I can help to the same many people without boom upside down. It does not mean that I don't care. Because I care, I have to take care about myself. All of them, they need me strong. I have to take care for myself to be strong for them. But it's not mean that because I practice meditation, all my people, they will be, I practice meditation every day. We have very beautiful, when I want the sun will come the sun, when I want the rain will come the rain. Life will continue, but I take it easy. Can be that I need to get very rushed to the work. I come and the car is not running. Many things can happen, but I take it easy. This way I think how I can make the things better from here, so I don't go down, I go up all the time.
So it also includes that we learn to accept every situation as it is.
Very important, yeah. And then no anger, no taking revenge, because usually we blame other people. All my problem is because of this and this and this and this. I'm okay. I learn to take responsibility on myself and to know that if I want to be happy, I have to do good, not to hurt anyone. Okay, so to do good, not to do bad, and to try to be awesome how much I can, and be mindful. Vipassana. It answer to your question?
I could continue discussing with you, but
you see, I'm practicing meditation, I'm building patience. This is the example that my teacher showed me. I was traveling sometime in the middle of the night, all the time giving me loving kindness. So how the meditation is working. Actually, he almost died because he was drinking a lot of alcohol. His liver became like balloon, and he almost died. He's Thai man, and he used to do a lot of problem to his father, his mother, to his wife, a lot of trouble. Chinese family. Go with bad friends, drinking a lot of alcohol, and then almost he died because the liver became like balloon already. The stomach became all the inside part. One of the friends told him, "You must go to the temple. They will save your life." And when he go, he make the 21 days. Everything go down. Everything fixed. Changed. He became a teacher. Great teacher. So we can talk by his experience. We can talk for our own experience. It's not theoretic. It's not that I take the book and I'm telling you what is written in the book. That's why I say to the people when they are coming to the course, the door is open 24 hours. Anytime you need, you welcome. I have 2 telephones. Anytime people can call me. No vacation.
No weekend.
No weekend. This is okay, so thank you very much. I appreciate very much what you are doing. The new idea. Andrea told me a little bit about your idea and this kind of clinic, what you are doing. So I appreciate very much. And by the good health that you give to people, or all the good things you are doing, I wish you all will find the real happiness. I have some geschenk. Any one of you want, you are blessed by our teacher. I didn't tell you about the power that the concentration doing, but when you are practicing mindfulness, the concentration also increasing. I talk about the memory, how the memories became better and better. Something very important that happened by this, that the recovery of the sickness of the body. Sometimes this kind of energy also we can give it to the material. Our teacher is about 87 years. He's teaching more than us actually. From 4 o'clock in the morning till I don't know if he go to sleep, when he go to sleep. Since he was a child, he was a monk, and he had very strong concentration. And usually before we give these kind of things, we let them blessing it. Good luck for you. If you want, you can put it in your hand. If you want, you just keep it in the wallet or wherever. See it as a present from us to you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Vipassana. Ich danke euch auch.